Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Weekly Check-In, Life Unscripted, with your four co-hosts. I'll let Ernest go first because he's the one next to me. So go ahead, Ernest.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Ernest James. I am a podcaster, speaker, and author, and my mission is to help people to heal, and fulfill, to deal with your problems, to heal from your pain, and to fulfill your purpose. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Weekly Check-In Life Unscripted.
All right. Then we have Francis Hawkins.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Francis Hawkins. I do financial services with Primerica, where we really focus on educating people getting ready to retire and giving them the right information about life insurance.
Awesome. We have Keisha L. Blair.
Hello. I'm Keisha L. Blair. I am a corporate trainer, workshop facilitator, CEO mindset coach, and a skilled trades advocate. Very, very happy to be here. So thank you.
Awesome. And we have Veronica White. I have a nonprofit. It's called Help from a Sister, where we cater to single parents that have a child on an autism spectrum. We help them transition from where they are to where they want to be by providing tools, techniques, and resources. Thank you all for tuning in this week. Our discussion for today is our health journeys, health and fitness journeys. Where are we? What are we doing? What tips and techniques do we have? Or do somebody have some tips and techniques that they can let us know about? Who wants to start the conversation?
Well, I'll start. Excuse me, because I recently started this app called Couch to 5K, and it's basically an 8 to 9 week training program that they give you like prompts that you do a workout 3 days a week. And it's basically starting from the couch, and by the end of the 9 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks, you should be able to run a full 5K. Started that from a friend of mine, watching her do it and post her updates, and decided to jump into it myself. I used to run when I was younger, and I always wanted to get back into it, and so I had the opportunity when I seen it. I was just like, all right, I'll just try it out. And 3 weeks in now, it's been going good. I'm enjoying myself, and even been able to do more than I thought that I could starting off. I was like, oh, I maybe can run, a couple minutes, but I've been able to run like a couple blocks, and just was like, oh, okay, even surprised myself and the progress that I'm making. So hopefully by the end of these 8 weeks that I'll be actually ready to sign up for one of these 5Ks here in Chicago, because since I've been looking into it, they've been popping up. So now it's like, take your pick, because they all just showing up now. So I'm like, all right.
Okay, congratulations on that journey. Who's next? Who want to share their journey?
I'll jump in there. Last year made a year for me that I started my walking journey. The year before that, my girlfriend and I was sitting at the house, and she was like, I need to get a couple more steps in. I'm like, okay, cool. So she said, we walk around your complex. I already got all my steps in by then. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So we started. It was actually Father's Day, going on 2 years ago, I started. And even though, a couple of people would walk with me every now and again, but I started making it an everyday thing, not even knowing that how my body was going to get used to walking. And I just started going live as I walk and things to that nature. And that helped tremendously. And I started drinking, they say the alkaline water, the lemon water, but I damn mine with cucumbers, lemon, cayenne pepper, something to get the my adrenaline going, a little bit faster than me walking fast, if that makes sense. And my body got used to it. My mindset was clear, just to be outside and just walk every day. And my body would miss it when I wasn't able to do it. So yeah, and I can't wait to get back out here again to continue that journey, especially seeing, the deers and stuff like that out in the forest reserve. But yeah, that right there was mine. And I'm looking back forward to getting back out there.
And that makes a difference too, because some people like run on the treadmill, go to the gym. When you're actually outside, like running outside, especially like going through nature, like the forest preserve, it makes such a difference in
Yeah.
your workout, and especially with the nature when it comes to your mindset and you're having a clear mind, it just takes it to a whole nother level. Just being outside, so. Yeah, I love that, Francis. If you can get outside and run or an outside track, instead of just in the treadmill looking at the wall or looking at TV or something,
Right.
it definitely makes a difference. And if
Mm-hmm.
you having mental, like you got a lot of stuff on your mind, like stress,
Ooh,
you
yes.
can run outside or even walk and do it like in a forest preserve and outside. That's good.
And it helps too
Yeah.
when you have a good sweat going on. That good, your mind is clearing up. All the toxins is being sweated out your body, and things of that nature. But I'm gonna let you go, Veronica. But I remember one time I went to the gym. LA Fitness was open, and I was in the steam room. And a young lady was like, "Oh, I smell watermelon." I'm like, "I ate watermelon last night," and it was like, "Oh my God, watermelon smell is coming out of my pores." That was just hilarious to me. So, that's just letting you know that the toxics do come out of your body as you sweat, and that's what help your health changes. Your A1C to go down, your cholesterol, and things to that nature. Veronica, once you're done, I got something I want to see that I learned about too.
Okay, sounds great because I enjoy bike riding. So spring is here. I'm about to get back out and start riding my bike. But let me share my health journey right quick with you all. So in January, when I did my numbers, I found out that my cholesterol was high. And then I just went to the doctor, I want to say beginning of March when I wasn't feeling well. And it had went down 40 points. It ain't where it needs to be, but I saw a significant.
Congratulations.
Yes. So I know what I'm telling myself and what I told my doctor was working. My plan was to have a regular bowel movement and to incorporate more movement in my day-to-day routine. Those two things should help me. And they did. So I do go to the gym on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't have my grandkids, so I'm at the gym for a minimum for an hour and leave. But I'm still, now that spring is here, I'm going to incorporate doing a bike ride, riding around the block and going to the trail.
My daughter just bought a brand new bike that she haven't ridden. She rode it like one time, so I got a brand new bike that I can jump on too.
All right, sounds good. All right, Keisha.
Yeah, so I'll tell you guys about my weight loss journey. So I know I've talked about it before, but at the peak it was 82. It's probably right around 80 right now. Once you hit that plateau, that's where you have to start to maintain. So, I started out 18 months ago on my weight loss journey, and I was pre-diabetic, so I started taking a GLP-1 medication. Um, and I try to keep the dosage really low. I know they try to get you to increase it and try to go up. I refuse to go up to a higher dosage because I want to put the work in myself. So it's like even today when I was coming back from Virginia, I was in the Atlanta airport, so I had to go from the T concourse all the way over to the B concourse. So I chose to walk to get my steps in, and I still wear my wristband. I mean, my Fitbit to where it tracks my steps every day. So anytime I can get those extra steps in, I try to meal prep, drink more water, and it's a challenge all the time because I love food. Like specifically, I love potatoes. I love French fried potatoes. Okay. So with the French fries, it's like, okay, I'm having to walk past Popeyes, I'm having to walk past Wendy's, having to walk past all these places. Then I go into the Sky Lounge and I go get me some fruit. It's like, oh my goodness. So it's a challenge every day. But I just have to just be mindful that, okay, even if I'm walking, I'm shedding and burning off these calories. But I have to make sure that, especially I try to do a little bit more walking when I know I want some French fries. But even if I don't try to deprive myself. I try to, even if I really want some, I'll still get some, but I may get a small. Whereas before, when I was 277 pounds, I would get like the extra large, whatever the biggest size they had, I would get it. You know what I mean? From anywhere. And if they had like a family size fry, I was getting the family size fry. So I went all the way from the family size French fries all the way down to the child's meal fries. So I consider that a win.
Hold on. I have to interrupt you with something. You said you was how much?
277 pounds.
Girl, you look good.
And
you did a great job.
I'm 195 now. I'm 195 right now. I think I was 197 this morning.
A good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to, Keisha, because I've been stuck at between 210 and 215. I'm not getting heavier, so I appreciate that. But I'm not losing either. I can't get back down, so I'm trying to get under 200. I'm trying to get there myself.
And then one thing that I've learned to just like when I get to that point, because I've hit several plateaus on my way down for my weight loss journey, one thing that I've learned is that you got to do something to like shake your body up. So anytime I felt where I hit that plateau, that's where I kicked it up and I did something different, where I maybe started adding the walking, or I maybe like switched up what I was eating. That's when I started meal prepping. I started cycling. So I started doing something different for my body because your body is getting used and you've hit that plateau. So you got to shake it up. So you doing the training for the 5K is definitely going to help you actually to get past that plateau that you're at right now.
Yeah, and I bought one of them sweat sauna vest things. I had that thing on today. When I took that thing off, I'm like, oh, I need a shower. Because I so much. I'm like, all right, hopefully it melts some of this stomach I got.
It does. Well, it helps. Yeah, it does do some things.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you real quick. I consider myself a weight loss guru because I have 4 children. So I didn't gain weight and lost weight at least 4 times, and then I did it a couple of times on my own without even having children, to where I just gained weight just because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. And I've tried any weight loss program that's out there, all the way back to the 6-week body makeover. I'm talking about Tybo, P90X, anyone you could possibly think of. I have done it. I probably got it in my house right now. But no matter what I buy, most of them just sit there and they collect dust because I never really use them once I buy them. But the one thing that really worked was me just having like my own mindset shift. And I finally got tired of being sick and tired of being overweight. And I knew that no matter what, I was determined to get myself back. And that's what really made me have that mindset shift, to where now it's like, if I get 2 pounds up, nope, I'm doing something different, because I said I'm never going back.
Awesome. So an easy way that I use to tell myself no is it's not now. Like, I ain't saying never. I'm saying we just can't have ice cream or yogurt right now, or Francis cakes. Like, I can't have Francis cakes until I get, no, you don't have to stop. I got the discipline. I'm good.
Look, I'll buy it and then I just won't eat it, but I got it. So if I want the M&Ms, I'm gonna go buy the bag of M&Ms. I'm just gonna keep them in the freezer.
That's motivation to get to that number. Once I get there, then it's like, oh, now I get to do what I need to do. Just extra miles. I'm gonna be okay, because as soon as Ernest get to that 5K, at the gym.
That's right.
It's gonna happen this year. Because I'm already doing more than the program itself. Because the program is like 1 a day. I would have did 2 today if it didn't start raining. Did do 2 workouts today. I was gonna do 2 yesterday. So I'm already feel my body wants to do more than it's already, asking for me to do. So it's like, okay, I can clearly see that I'll be doing a 5K before this year is over.
Awesome.
Is over.
Summer is around the corner. Put a date to it before the end of the summer.
Yeah. Well, I want to get through the training first. So I got 8 weeks. Let me get through the 8 weeks and then we'll see. But I do want to mention one thing, because you mentioned about your cholesterol, and I need to go get I need to go do a checkup, because I had one that I had to reschedule, whatever. But one thing I've been mindful of is my sugar intake, and making sure that I keep that down. But I think even with me starting to running, that's going to help that also. But like you said about being mindful, my my thing that always gave me the hardest was drinking brown pops, right? So that's like Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, any of those, right? Outside of root beer doesn't do anything for me, but like the Cokes, colas, Dr. Peppers, any of those, they like make my sugar spike, and I like them. So that right. And so I had stopped drinking them for a minute. And then even now, I had to check myself because I might go like weeks without having one, and I'll be like, oh, I think I'll just drink one, and I know that one I might just do one today, but if I'm not careful, it'll be like, okay, well I just had one yesterday, so I just do, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. So every now and then I just get that one and be like, all right, that's it. So I had one yesterday, so that's about it for the rest of the month. For April.
Wow. Another week to month. Okay.
Slow for me.
The month is over.
It is.
That's gonna last me through April.
Okay.
I would like to jump in and say something that I totally had forgotten about when it comes down to our cholesterol, because the first thing we think of is the cakes, the cookies, fried, the chicken and things of that nature. But somehow, some way, we tend to forget that the potato chips, the Doritos, the corn chips, all that is considered fried food. And that's the first thing we go through. I went to the doctor with my mom, and the nurse was like, how many times a week you eat fried food? And my mother went straight to, well, I don't eat a lot of fried chicken. She was like, no, not just the chicken, not just the fish, but I'm talking about the potato chips, the corn chips. And my eyes got so big. I'm like, oh my God. That would be me, because I would go and grab a bag of chips, unbeknown, not even thinking that that's considered a fried food, but it is. And it's like, wow, now you got to be really mindful, not just the pops, Ernest, but how many chips you gonna eat?
Hold on. I just had a snack right before we got on because I haven't had lunch or breakfast yet. And this is what I grabbed. I was like,
what are that, some chips?
Yep.
And these Lays, these are fried.
They're fried. Yeah. That's our go-to for some apparent reason. Oh, I'm just gonna put something on my stomach. If not that, cookies. Because you know what? It takes us too long to prepare it.
But it's Girl Scout season though, so you know what I mean. I got to give myself a pass. I'm them Girl Scout cookies.
I seen a thing the other day. Somebody had put a post about they had did a test on the Girl Scout cookies and said that they were like 6 ingredients in Girl Scout cookies that was like on the top of the list of things that's bad for our bodies. And it was
Lord Jesus.
In the
don't tell me the Thin Mints made the list. Not the Thin Mints, please.
They just said in general. They said in general, so you might want to look at it.
Oh Lord!
Oh, wow!
Oh my goodness! Yeah, it is that season.
Oh wow!
It's getting warm, so I got to make some adjustments because I already got it on my list. I got to take my grandkids for ice cream every now and then, so I guess I got to run an extra block or so to burn the ice cream up.
Park far away, maybe a block, and say, "Hey, we're gonna walk to get the ice cream. We're gonna eat it. We're gonna walk back."
There we go. That's a good idea.
And skip a little bit. They're gonna be hyper from the sugar. Then just skip a little bit going back. Just do a little skipping. Oh my goodness! Yeah, the foods that we love.
That is true. Well, Mario's, the Italian icy place here, opens up, I want to say May 1st. And me and my grandkids go and drive to Taylor Street several times this summer to get an icy. But there's no parking in the area, so we got to park and we walk there. And we walk. So.
Yeah.
You all the way on the west side?
My house is already open. They opened up early, so they already open.
Now, what you say by you, Ernest?
So you go to the one on Taylor Street on the west side?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was our favorite. Yeah, when I lived. Yeah, they got some good ices.
They do. So
I haven't had them in years though. But yeah, now you're gonna make me go over and get one when they open up. Maybe remember it was over there. You said you're gonna be first.
No, I said May 1st.
Oh,
It's
May 1st.
to
Okay.
October.
Oh, that's my birthday. So that means I gotta go get some ices.
Oh,
And on the first day, they line be around the corner. They're in the middle of the block.
they
The
are.
line around the corner to the alley for the first day.
So y'all gonna make me come down to
Wow.
Chicago again.
When you come back,
Wow.
between May and October, we'll go down there and get some. I'm gonna go anyway, but we're gonna go. Yes.
Awesome. So, what about the good things of herbalistic things that we can utilize to help bring down? Oh, okay. There was a little flood going on. I apologize. To help bring down and enhance our health getting better, that they talk about. But one thing that they say, you just can't stop at that one time and think it's going to be fixed. And, like the medication they try to give us, it's not to help us get off of it. It's just to help sustain. And we can say we can eat this or we can eat that because I'm taking medicine for it anyway. They messing with our heads. But on the other side, I think me personally, to do the herbalistic ways and things like that, because we have to prepare it to make sure that we take it in every day, because we have to take it more than we take the medicine. I think it becomes a little thing that I could say a little laziness because we have to properly prepare it ourselves. What do you guys think?
I'm going to say that for me, the one thing as far as that I can do to help my health is just to not stress. Because, because sometimes when you stress, you got to take all those other medications, and you need to just find what the root cause is and cut the root cause out. So for me, actually, it was my job, and my job was basically killing me because my blood pressure was 181 over 114. I was 277 pounds, and I was stressing out doing all this stuff. So once I eliminated that, or they eliminated me, like I said, I was elevated.
Okay.
That's what kind of made me, like I say, I made that shift. And now I try to be mindful of things that stress me out, because I could feel, if you know your body, when something's not right. And I could feel when I think my blood pressure might be spiking, and it's like, okay, whatever I'm doing, I need to start to regulate or stop that, because I know it's not going to be good for my health. Because that's like, stress can cause so many other things to happen in your body that you got to end up taking medication for.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to say the serenity prayer should help with the stress, because you want to be able to identify the things that you can do and the things you can't do. And the stuff you can't handle, tell God or whoever your higher power is, hey, you got that. I'm going to focus on this part, and I'm going to let you handle the rest. And the wisdom, so we can determine what I got and what I don't got. So I love the serenity prayer. And right now I'm taking sea moss. So I do the fresh sea moss. And at this, it's a guy on Facebook. I'm gonna try to reach out to him. We're supposed to have a conversation. He works with the different herbs and the natural things that help heal your body from different things. So I'm gonna try to reach out to him to see if we can get him to come on and share some information. Just in general, because y'all know I have my regular doctor, but I also have my Chinese doctor that I see once a month, and they encourage me to do the herbs and the different things.
Do you take that other one too? I think I'm gonna butcher it, but is it called ashwagandha?
I haven't heard of ashwagandha.
I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I have people who usually take sea moss. They usually take that one right along with it. That's another one. I think might be pronounced ashwagandha. Have either one of you guys heard of it, Ernest or Francis?
I have not.
Okay. If I was at home, I'm gonna text y'all a picture when I get back to the house. You see, I'm on site, but I'm gonna text you a picture of it. It's called. I believe it's called ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. Okay, I'm gonna look that up and see. No, I have not heard about that. I do the sea moss. I love echinacea. If I'm feeling like something is coming on, I'll take echinacea, vitamin C, and maybe some tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I want to say this because I just listened to both of Keisha and you, Veronica, and I think I'm sort of like a mix of both right now. With the natural of not stressing, but also the serenity prayer, and a big thing that's been really active in my life since last year is my spiritualness, right? Um,
Mhm.
Last year, I just felt like I needed a restart. Right at the beginning of the year, I'm just like, man, I just need a restart, and so I was like, I think I'm gonna get rebaptized. Um, and so I was thinking about it, and I really had forgot all about it until we went to our next level speakers conference last year. I had forgot all about it, and so I get to the conference, and Jeremy Anderson, he's up and he's talking, and he mentions that they do the baptism. And I was like, oh, I forgot all about it. But I got baptized. I got rebaptized last year, and my life definitely has been on a different trajectory since then. And so now, at the space that I'm in now, I've been talking about a lot lately about living the life you love, right? And so that's kind of my thing now. It's just like looking at every area of my life and being like, okay, what can I do to make it so that I love this area, whether it's in church, whether
Mhm.
it's in at my job, or whatever it is that I'm doing. And just like right now in my life, I'm I'm not really stressed over anything, and I'm really enjoying where I am right now, And so I think even with that, actually probably even more so what helps me with the running too, because number one, I always enjoyed running, but now even when I run, I'm feeling better, my mind is clear, I'm not stressed, just like everything together. And so I think all of those components, since we're talking about health, but our mental health, our spiritual health, like all of those together, really can get us in the space where we want to be. And I probably won't, I ain't gonna say I'm there as far as I've arrived, but I'm definitely on the track to really, enjoying my life right now. And so I'm just grateful for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, and I like that. And I agree that my best life is the years that I have not done. Like I'm still working towards becoming. I ain't
Mm.
there yet.
yeah.
I'm a work in progress. It's a journey. But the best part of my life is not the years that I've passed, it's the ones that I haven't
Yeah.
obtained yet, that I'm working towards. Like every day I get to be a different version of me and show up how I want to be.
Mhm.
So
I agree. I got baptized on the same day, Ernest. Me and Elijah, me and my son. It was so many of us there. I didn't even
Yeah.
remember you being there. It was so many of us there that day.
Yeah, because I heard a lot of people saying that they get baptized. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like you said, it was so many of us. It was like what is it, like
Yeah.
150 of us?
I
It was
think
like 100 or something.
something like
It was a
that.
nice amount
Yeah.
of people last year. So yeah.
Yeah. But I can say the same is that my life has been on a different trajectory since that moment, since I decided to rededicate my life to Christ, and just start living intentionally,
Hmm.
you know. So yes, 100% I agree with that.
nice.
Um, back in 20 during the pandemic, my journey started during that time. Because we was locked down, as they say.
Hmm.
So by me living by myself, I had a whole lot of time to analyze myself. I had a lot of time. I had, wait a minute, this is the funny part. I figured out and was reminded that we had a smart TV that I could go to YouTube on TV. I started meditating, and the meditation part was a journey because at first my phone would ring and I stop and I go get my phone, and I'm like, after maybe a week or so, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, why am I answering the phone? I'm supposed to be meditating. I had to talk to myself. I don't
Mm,
supposed to let nothing break my meditation because I need to learn that I can control this and bring it within peace and searching for what I'm looking for. So
yes.
it was the meditation. It was analyzing myself. That started my next chapter of my life. And that way I was getting closer to the Holy Spirit. That way I was being able to hear clearly and decise, what is being told to me. And then it would come to a confirmation for me, like where to go, what to do, and things like that. So that's when my journey absolutely started. And then noticing now, I treat people the way I want to be treated. So therefore, by constantly still working on myself and meditating and having a relationship with the higher spirit, he's now putting me in places where I need to be to continue my journey of growth, and I'm excited for what he has in store for me, because I wouldn't have never seen it if to be honest, the pandemic was bittersweet for me. It done a whole lot of change, and it was sweet for me because I changed. I found out my worth and who I am, about the meditation and things like that. But it was bitter because I lost people that I loved, so when I come across those different type of things now, because one year I had 4 deaths at one time back to back. This year, not too long ago, it was 2 back to back. My uncle and my son's grandmother. So it was just the way of the growth, the meditation, and just analyzing me. Not to point no finger, I'm better than nobody else. No, I have to know who I am. I have to know that when I give out, if I give out good, I'm not gonna accept anything but good back. And and that's when my journey started back during the pandemic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, no, I agree. The pandemic opened some eyes and it closed some eyes.
It did that.
Yeah. But overall, so let me just update y'all on something else too. I talked to, what's that, Cleo from Dalton Park District. Both y'all events, I think they approved it. I'm waiting on some lady to get back with me. So
great.
Location. Now we can start planning the rest of the events.
Right.
And I gotta let Karina know as well, because her event is included in there. Okay,
Veronica, your event is right around the corner, right? I mean, like,
it is May 17th. Single parent sharing tools, techniques, and resources from, I'm gonna say, experts, people that are actually walking in that journey, and from beginning stages, which is myself, to a vet, which her son is 30 years old now, and in between. So we're gonna share that information. May 17th, we're gonna be on 8560 Cottage Grove in Chicago from 12 to 4. You can go to my website to get more information.
And they can also purchase tickets on Eventbrite. Am I correct? Because I had someone to ask me about the flight when I posted it.
Oh, good question. I did not put it on Eventbrite, but they can purchase tickets from our website.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'll let her know.
Yes.
From the Help from a Sister website.
Yeah, helpfromasister.org.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send her the flyer.
Awesome. Sounds great.
All right. Are we sharing the flyers and stuff for that now?
We can, and I have some actual flyers that we can hand out. And I also have the speakers, which are one of them. The little flyer I sent you and you approved, she's going to start circulating that on my social media, and I'm going to send it out to you all as well to include it on your social media.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some because I'm dealing with these I'm about to get ready to deal with these daycares, and that way they can give to some of the parents and let them know that this particular event is coming up. So I'm gonna need some.
Okay, sounds great. Well, let me know. I'll meet up with you, and we got to finish the conversation that we didn't have. I think it's on Monday. My grandson was at swimming. So
okay.
Sounds great. Well, is there any last words that you all want to share?
I would like to share about my workshop that I have, Crafting Careers That Build tour that I am launching this week. I finally got my flyer created. I got the website up and going. if you are a superintendent, a principal, or an educational decision maker and you want to bring me in and talk to your kids about the benefit of the skilled trade, please go to the website craftingcareersthatbuild.com and fill out the booking form, and I will reach out to you directly and try to set something up so when I can get out there. I know the end of this school year, it's coming up rapidly, but if you got summer school, career days, even next year, we can get it booked. So I know this is going to be phenomenal. I had a lot of interest when I went to the My Sister's Keeper event last week in New York, and I'm looking forward to going to the My Brother's Keeper event. So I know my schedule is going to be really booked coming up. So you guys are going to get in on this first if you are a superintendent, a principal, or a decision or educational decision maker, and you want to bring me in to talk to your kids, Keisha the electrician, to talk to your children or kids or students about the benefit of skilled trade. Please go to craftingcareersthatbuild.com.
Okay, and I have it in the chat as well, where they can
Thank you.
click on it to get your information.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off Keisha, we have been talking about doing some things together because, of course, I am in the trades also as a bricklayer and as a speaker too, to go into schools, and that's one of my topics, of course, and then purpose and overcoming failures also. So also, you're looking to bring a speaker to your school or organization, make sure that you guys look me up, dealhealfulfill.org, dealhealfulfill.org, because my mission is to help people to deal, heal, and fulfill, deal with your problems, heal from your pain, and fulfill your purpose. And so that's what I got going on. Also, you can check me out on my Deal to Heal podcasting network on YouTube, where we have several podcasts, including the Girl Dad Discussions podcast, as well as the Deal to Heal with E. James podcast.
Awesome. Sounds great. I have those in the chat. Oh, maybe one Sunday we can do the Girl Dad podcast.
Ah, nice.
Y'all are women.
Look,
You
I got a dad.
Say, we are women. You were dad.
That's right.
Yeah, no doubt.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and Mother's Day is coming up.
That's right.
And Father's Day.
That is true as well. Well, my last words in reference to our health and wellness journey is just that it's a journey, right? I want to stress to everyone that don't take what your doctor says as Bible. Yes, they went to school, but just like I went to school for a gown, I still got to do research. So they're still doing research. So get with someone and do research on your behalf too. It's a partnership with your health, because they just doing trial and error. Sometimes they right, sometimes they not. But if you're communicating, don't feel that degree separates you from them. That's their field, but you know your body. You're an expert at this body. You've been had it all these years. So listen to what your body is saying. And if you don't know what it's trying to communicate, let the doctor know. Hey, this is what's going on. Can you help me? Please know that we're in partnership with our health. And if you don't get out enough, make that a goal. Let's exercise. Let's move. We only got one body. We got to take care of every part of it, including our feet.
Yes.
That's right.
I do agree.
All right. On that note, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. All right, you all. I'm going to end this.
Peace.